Welcome back. I am the unanswered, and this is Confessing Lies or Telling Stories. It's very simple. We watch videos. We know most of them are AI, lies, or staged, but we look for truth. We all know they have to tell the truth somewhere, at least a little bit. Let's find it together.
Ambrosia is when you take blood from young mammals, give it to older mammals, and they get a huge benefit. Okay? And the rich technocrats are now setting up a company called Ambrosia where they pay $8,000 for pints of blood from young people to old. Where did this come from the literature that you guys may have come across it? The parabiosis studies with mice. What did they do? They rerouted their circulatory systems from a young mouse to an old mouse and found out that the old mouse got younger. And that's where it originally began.
For those who've been following me for a long time, you'll know I've mentioned this company several times before. Where does this culture with the elite come from? It's been around for a very long time, and it's very strange. In the 15th century, there was a powerful Hungarian noblewoman called Elizabeth Bathory, and she believed that by bathing in young blood, it would help her preserve youthfulness and beauty. Very, very strange. Like they always say, there is nothing new under the sun.
First of all, his mask is crushing mine. I love the mask. Second of all, we all know that the old drain the weak. The old, they consume the young. The old, they love control. And when I say old, I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about ancient. I'm talking about people who have been here so long that they've probably gone crazy. But we know.
That's the dark truth behind the Flintstones, and it's just terrifying. In the 1970s, a team of archaeologists found something peculiar in the Nevada desert. Among the ruins, they discovered tools that looked ancient, but were made of materials far beyond modern technology, such as one club encrusted with circuits, and one wheel that emitted one slight radiation. Decades later, one blower revealed classified files, suggesting that the Flintstones were inspired by one undercover experiment. According to scientific archives, in the 1960s and 1970s, they feared that a nuclear war would end humanity. To prepare, they created underground cities designed to restart civilization. But there was one detail. The participants had to live like primitive humans, completely from technology to ensure survival if modern systems failed. However, something went terribly wrong. Records indicated conflicts between groups, bizarre mutations due to exposure to radiation, and a grim figure named Mr. Slate, who supposedly controlled all aspects of the experiment. The scariest detail, a rock unearthed at the site, captured a weak but chilling corner and lay repeated flap.
I love the Flintstones, and now they're coming for the Flintstones. I've always said that we are not evolved, we're dissolved. They broke us down. I really feel like we were bigger, smarter, faster, stronger, and far more intelligent then than we are now. It's hard to control a civilization if we're all demigods. So you have to dial us back. So it makes sense. But as far as the Flintstones go, man, leave the old school cartoons alone. Don't do that.
What's your problem? Thank you.
hands down, one of my favorite movies of all times. It's called They Live, featuring one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan's nemesis back then. This movie was one of the first movies, even, this has had to be what, the 80s or 90s, that was telling it, showing it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it right now. It'll beat every last one of these reaction video, TikTok, conspiracy theory. This movie, yes. And there hasn't been another one as influential, in my opinion, since. It's called They Live.
But you do know that reptilians and Draco, the blood sacrifices, the whole Luciferian thing, the kids being killed and eaten, I mean, that humans have been eaten and taken off planet, et cetera, and used for slaves in other colonies, etc.
I hate to say that, but that's far worse than what you've just said.
It's far worse.
Yes, far worse.
Far worse, yeah.
And that the whole blood situation it's unbelievable. And
Right.
I don't know how we say that to the public. I don't know how. But wait a minute, just a second. On that part of this whole subject, to me, if we get into that, and I know all about it,
All right.
far more than.
Sure,
All right.
I'm sure.
When we get into that, if we release it, 70-80% of everybody that listens to your program is going to say, you're smoking pot. I don't believe that, and I don't believe anything you people talk about on extraterrestrial. And it's going to kill what disclosure is trying to do. That's my
The
opinion.
pedophilia is starting to be exposed everywhere. You know that much.
You know, but you know the part that I don't want to talk about.
I hear you.
I think what really surprises me the most is the surprise and shock in others. Isn't this what we do? You don't think the cows are sitting there watching conspiracy theories on humans? The movie Sausage Party, where food thought we were gods? We do the same thing. The only shock in it is that we're smart enough to understand that we're not at the top of the food chain, and it scares us, and it causes, oh my goodness, they're eating babies. Isn't that called veal and things like that? They're eating humans. Yeah. And we eat everything else. And some of us eat humans. So the shock is what surprises me. The only thing you're surprised about is that the same thing you do to cows, chickens, pigs, somebody does it to us. And trust me, I love my meat. I'm just not shocked. So what you need to do is, just like the animals, be the one that we can't catch. Be the one that fights so hard we let you go. That's all you got to do. Take yourself off the menu. Be the crab or the lobster that jumps out the water and runs. Fight back. But don't be shocked because you're food. The reason you haven't seen the GTA 6 is because we are the GTA 6. The whole simulation motherboard thing is a rabbit hole that is never ending. I've gone down it plenty of times and plan on going down it a few more, even though I've rode every ride. But it's sick how things line up. You're not going to see anything better than life. There is no video game they can create. There is no movie they can put together. Life is the most entertaining thing in the world, and humans are the stars. We are the celebrities because we are funny.
They saw something moving around the living room, but when they look at the cameras, they see this. A woman named this thing called the fire department after waking up to a sudden lightning strike near her house, causing half her house to lose power. As the firefighters arrive, one of them notices something strange is in the corner. A large shadow figure suddenly runs by the candles as they're blown out. He mentions he thought he saw someone sitting in the sofa. After hearing this, the scene looked over the cameras and sees this.
With this thing, the thing sitting on my freaking bedroom floor, like, am I haunted? There. What is that? What is that?
As the lightning struck, something can be seen crawling around her bedroom. She also finds strange movement where the shadow was seen in the sofa as the firefighter was checking the breaker box.
Every corner in the dark in the right wall. There you go.
Terrified, she uploads the videos, believing whatever she captured in her room is an entity haunting her home.
Now, I understand on first instinct you might say you didn't see much, or that's it. And I understand, but that's because you're a viewer. You want to see something crazy. You want to see something shocking. You want to see something you've never seen before. Well, let's be real. For most of us, especially me, it would take less than half of this to get my attention. I'm going to be real with you. If I'm in my crib and something falls that I didn't drop, or that place is for rent, immediately. As is, keep the furniture. I'm out. It doesn't take much for me, so I don't expect much with these videos. But I saw a few things that couldn't be explained.
These were the real-life Powerpuff Girls, and their story is far darker than anything you've seen on TV. In 1958, deep in the Nevada desert, the US government launched a classified program known as Operation Blossom. It was led by a scientist named Dr. Quide People, a man obsessed with one idea: turning human beings into living weapons. After years of failed experiments, he finally succeeded. 3 girls were created. Emily had immense physical strength. Rose could control machines with her mind, and June was different. Her mind control was so powerful that even the scientists working on the project were afraid of her. To keep them under control, each girl was fitted with a metal collar, capable of shutting down their abilities instantly. But the program quickly became something darker: endless testing, total isolation. They weren't treated like children, they were treated like tools. Then one night, everything changed. During an experiment, June quietly used her ability on Dr. People. Without realizing it, he placed the control remote for their collars under the table and walked away. That same night, the girls found it. They removed the collars and everything collapsed. Emily tore through the walls. Rose shut down the entire security system and locked every exit. And June stopped everyone who stood in their way, without saying a word. By the time the alarms died, the girls were gone, disappearing into the desert, leaving the facility in ruins. The government searched for years. They were never found. But in later declassified reports,
First the Flintstones, now the Powerpuff Girls. Well, the story makes sense. We all know that at every single turn, the creation will uprise against the creator. It will outgrow it. The student will surpass the teacher if the teacher is good. When we invent things, when we create things, they're awesome because mankind is awesome. Why do you think everybody's focused on us? That's the reason. The energy, each one of us, just a ball of energy, capable of anything. So we created it and it turned on us. Why? Because we're not that nice. As smart as we are, we're not that nice. Not as a species, we're not that nice. So it makes sense. And wherever they are, hopefully they're at least doing the things that we saw them do in the cartoon. Good. Every time I see a clip of Antarctica, before I can even be amazed by the things that they're showing, my first thought is, why are you there? Did you check the temperature and weather before you went? How do you knowingly see that type of condition and decide, yeah, I'll be there soon? No, thank you. Just tell me what you found when you get back. If you come back.
So this ship was in my great uncle's house. Now, he's no longer with us. Damn. I wonder how old it is. I'm scared to flip the page. Like 2-3 pages. The first 3 Grand Masters. And whose names are on here? King Solomon and 2 other kings. I can't really translate them, my bad. See, and this is what I don't get, because this is a holy Bible. Look. See, like, there's the proof. It's this big-ass hefter. Some people are gonna find me fucking crazy for this shit, but what I don't understand is how you have these 2 big-ass fucking people. Big people. King Solomon being one of them. And let me get into him real fast. Now, he was given a ring from God. Isn't that fucking convenient? Because who gave Albert Pike a bracelet for communication? Satan. And it was sent to him by angels, supposedly. And it was to control spirits, demons, and elements. Like, he used demons to build his temple, okay? In Israel, at that. Now, whoa! If you don't know, King Solomon became unfaithful to God. And so he lost everything because of it. So basically, Freemasons have been around for a very long time, even way before Jesus.
Shit! Now, shout out to Haley in the house, man. Y'all gotta go down the rabbit hole of her videos of her finding this holy Bible. Bro, on the book, it said 1949 when her grandfather signed it.
This is what I keep to myself. Now we have another version of the Holy Bible. I don't have enough time. To my knowledge, I don't have enough years to be wasting all of them following, trying to figure out the truth. How about we just go ahead and focus on the morality, which is be kind to others, don't bother people, don't take out your own kind, don't take what's not yours, you know, the basics. That's all it is. Let's just live like it's real. You know what I mean? Whether it is or not. The morality, the fundamental, what it teaches, Let's just do that. That way people can walk around and live their life safely.
When it comes to discipline, we have to sacrifice loved ones.
You get what I'm saying? They could control Shaq. They could control Charles Barkley. They could control LeBron James. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. Exactly. It's up. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I appreciate
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
I'm not plugged in enough or up on it enough to know if this video is real, if they're using technology to make the likeness of Kanye say that kind of stuff. I don't know. But whatever it is, the message, what was said, oh yeah, we can follow that. If it's real, I don't know. But what was said, oh yes.
What you're looking at is allegedly footage showing a human sacrifice ritual in front of the Shiva statue at CERN. The organization quickly dismissed it as a prank, but the imagery alone sparked conspiracy theories that still circulate today. The video shows a figure performing what appears to be a ritualistic act directly in front of the Shiva statue, a massive bronze sculpture representing destruction and creation. The statue itself, gifted by India in 2004, has become central to myths about secret ceremonies at CERN. People point to the statue's symbolism and the timing of the video to suggest something darker than scientific research may be happening behind closed doors. The ritual imagery feeds into a larger web of speculations about CERN. Some believe the ritual ties to occult practices, suggesting the organization uses symbolic ceremonies to unlock or channel hidden energies. The Shiva statue is often cited as a focal point for those theories due to its association with destruction, rebirth, and cosmic cycles. The clip coincided with conspiracy chatter online about CERN's secret experiments that could open portals to other dimensions or summon unknown forces. Rumors suggest these rituals are part of a broader plan by elites to harness occult energy for undisclosed purposes. The idea of an organization like CERN, which already operates in secrecy with world-altering experiments, combined with a ritual that looks like human sacrifice, creates a potent narrative. It taps into fears about hidden knowledge, elite agendas, and rituals that blend science with the occult. Even if the video was staged, the myth itself has legs because it aligns with what many already suspect about shadowy organizations experimenting beyond moral limits. The ritual video went viral because it represents a primal fear, someone secretly living in or controlling our world, performing acts we're not meant to witness. The combination of secrecy, ritual, and high-profile scientific location makes the story irresistible for conspiracy theorists. And it does rub me the wrong way. Why would they just quote-unquote stage a ritual as a prank at CERN? I don't know, it seems weird to me, but that's just me.
Okay, so CERN is opening portals and letting in alien beings and future beings and ripping fabrics in the time, whatever continuum. And CERN is across the street from what, a bed and breakfast? Like, where's this video coming from? And there's no security. And alien beings. So it's not anything like Area 51 where there would be nothing around it. And people can just come out there and just pray to the statue and, all right, not a problem. I get it. I got to take my belt and shoes off just to fly, but you can just walk up on CERN front door and perform your little ritual and we all good. All right, then.
It is the highest high.
We're going to the moon.
mean, is it right? No. Does it make sense? Yes. If we're supposed to be trapped here, the only type of people who are going to want to try to break out are the worst of the worst. That's just how it goes. Usually the worst of us are the ones who dream the biggest. They're the ones who are looking at, I'm not staying here. They're going to be bucking the system, rebelling. Yeah. And they'll step on our heads to do it if they have to. If they want out, they want out. That's just how it goes. And I've been refraining from trying to cover this moon launch because I know it's everywhere. But those little 4 things coming down, that's crazy. They just left and then sent something up there, huh? Cool.
I remember him sitting, and I think he was telling my wife Joy this story because I walked in on it. And he said, yeah, there are these giant antennas, and when you die, your soul goes up, and I think he said the Greys, you know, this alien race set up this soul catcher, and that's what this whole thing is about. And as you die, it sucks your soul in, and they use it in some way. And it's not where your soul is supposed to go. They just, like, said some sort of intercept.
Did he say where your soul was supposed to go?
No. He was just more really into the soul catcher.
But that was one of the weirder things about some of the documents that you had at least been alerted to when you were on the base, and one of them being that humans are containers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and
which the likely conclusion is containers of souls. If a soul is a real thing, whatever that.
That's what you would think,
right? I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's just.
I would prefer to believe that's not true. But maybe it is. I don't know. As Barry said, you know, they mix absolute nonsense in there. So if it's unique to each person. So if you give out any information, you know, I've heard some stuff about soul catchers. Oh, we know. That's just a way where they can direct work.
I mean, it makes sense. I said earlier in the video that we are all little balls of energy and we can't even harness ourselves. But my theory is if that energy is tapped, then we cannot be trapped. And that's why we're so curious about ourselves. That's why we're so self-absorbed, because we know the answers lie within. They're all right there. We can feel it. Makes perfect sense to me.
Bro, what is going on? Bro, this is real footage of the CIA chasing a man running across the water. Now, I don't know if they are deep out in the ocean or they might be like where it's like near the, I don't know what's going on here, bro. Or this might not be the ocean. This could be a lake. I don't know where they are at, but all I know is I see a man in a robe running across the water. What is this AI detectives? I need answers. I need answers, bro. Because they're saying that this is a real mutant that's running across the water getting chased by the CIA. And they're not even shooting at them or nothing. They just letting them, they probably amazed at what's going on here, bro. I need answers. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only, right? Don't be mad at me. We are just trying to get to the truth. This man is running across water, bro. He's in sandals. What, bro? He got dreads, man. What's going on here?
Whether it's AI or not, it's awesome. If you have this type of power, this is how you use it. You won't catch me and then take off across the ocean. I love it.
See a demon on camera? Check this out right here. A little boy's playing video games in his room and he's being spied on by a demon. But you see that poster on the wall? It's a portal. I'll explain that later. Just watch this. This goes to show you, you have to be careful what you give your children and what you let them have in their room. He's scared. looks and there's nothing there. Did you see it look in as he closed the door? So this is what that poster is. It's called Ryuk. It's basically the god of death. So when you have that stuff like that on your wall, it's an open doorway, an open portal to the spiritual realm. What do you think? Something appeared, Mom. Oh my gosh.
These children haven't been exposed to as much as adults have. So I would venture to say that their energy is stronger. It's not dialed back. It's not diluted with all of life's crap. So these things that are beyond our dimension, they're drawn to these children. And these children, as well as animals, they see it, they sense it. So if your child comes to you and says it saw something, believe it. There's no harm in believing it. Even if you never see it, can never prove it, believe it. And if the child says go, go.
They're all in the club.
Regardless of whether or not this is just coincidence, if we're just seeing something in nothing, I think it's just amazing that someone had to find these similarities. Someone had to put all of this together. It's a testament to the human mind. And that's something that's infinitely amazing. It shows you the kind of capabilities this species has. This is awesome, whether it's true or not. But it's a little bit too coincidental to ignore. They got to hide it right in plain sight. I love it.
If you see this flash, run. A security camera captured this horrifying scene when a man was returning home at 7 p.m. when something struck him out of nowhere. All of a sudden, an orb appears and knocks him off his feet. He woke up in the hospital with 24 stitches and no memory of the event. Nothing was found on the scene. Two neighbors come to help after noticing what happened, but their dog seems to sense something in the direction where it just came out of nowhere.
I don't know what he did to that orb, but yeah, that orb came to get back. That was cool. I like it. Anyway, that's going to do it. That's going to do it for another edition of Confessing Lies or Telling Stories. Always keep an open mind. You know how I feel about that. It's not whether or not it's AI. At this point, we all know anyone can make anything, say anything. They can make anything up and make it look real. It's all about staying diligent, staying in the know. Don't shut your eyes to it just because it could be fake. Assess it, apply it, and move smarter, move better through this world that's ever changing. All right? Until next time, I am the unanswered.